The Corinthian invasion at Maracanã. On December 5, 1976, one of the most remarkable and unexpected events in the history of Brazilian football took place at Maracanã Stadium. Over 70,000 Corinthians fans traveled from São Paulo to fill the stands, supporting their team in the semi-final of that year's Brazilian Championship. Although this was not the first time the Corinthians fan base organized such a massive mobilization, it remains the most astonishing. The Corinthians faithful's connection to large-scale invasions began 45 years earlier, on January 4, 1931, when thousands of fans headed to Vila Belmiro to watch the derby against Santos, a crucial match in the São Paulo Championship. By 1976, Corinthians had gone 22 years without a title and had the chance to reach the final if they could beat Fluminense, the favorite. The atmosphere was tense, a tough match, rain pouring down, and the stadium split between both fan bases. The start of the movement. The match was promoted through a collaboration between the two club presidents. Francisco Horta, then president of Fluminense, together with Vicente Mateus, brought 70,000 tickets to São Paulo, all paid for in advance by Corinthians. However, Horta underestimated the Corinthians fan base, famously stating that both the living and the dead would need to come out and support Corinthians, as he believed Fluminense would surely win. The incredible invasion. The Corinthians fans, armed with flags and shirts, set off to support their team with passion. Defying all expectations, they created the largest human mobilization during peacetime in history. Years later, in 2012, this record would be surpassed when the same fan base traveled to Japan in an intercontinental journey. The unwavering support from the stands energized the team, who pushed the match to a penalty shootout, bringing them closer to breaking their title drought. The numbers are staggering. Just from the Gaviões da Fiel, 300 buses departed from São Paulo. Unofficial reports suggest that nearly 1,000 buses filled the Via Dutra highway, prompting the Detran to organize a special traffic operation called Operation Corinthians due to the unprecedented congestion. The rain, the players' determination, and the passionate fan base made that day unforgettable. Corinthians had 12 on the field that day, the team and its fervent supporters, who stood with them every second of the match. On the field, Fluminense scored first with a goal from Carlos Alberto Pintinho, moving closer to qualification. However, at 30 minutes into the first half, Corinthians equalized with a spectacular goal from Rucco, following a header from Geraldão. The second half saw little football played as a storm soaked the pitch, making it almost unplayable, but the referee allowed the game to continue, leading to a penalty shootout. Corinthians goalkeeper Tobias was the hero. Neca, Rucco, Moises, and Zé Maria all scored their penalties, while Tobias saved attempts from Rodrigues Neto and Carlos Alberto Torres. With that, Corinthians secured their spot in the final against Internacional. The grand finale. In the final, fearing another invasion, Internacional limited Corinthians fans to a single section of the Beira-Rio Stadium. Despite their support, Corinthians couldn't overcome the strong Internacional team, losing 2-0. The dream of ending the title drought would have to wait until the following year when Corinthians finally won the São Paulo Championship, breaking the long-standing curse.